Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is April 18th, and I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you are feeling like you are in alignment with all of your hopes, your dreams, desires, that if you feel like you are lost, you have hope that you will be found. Yeah, all we have to do is do the work and we'll get there. You know, sometimes we go through struggles. We don't exactly know why we're going through those struggles, but if we just hang in there, we'll see that everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. That's to a large extent what I'm learning in my own life at this point. So we have the full moon upon us. Where is my shoots? Oh, here it is. We have the full moon upon us, and I wanted to make sure I shared some wisdom with you all. Y'all know that I go to the Afro oracles as well as use astrology. You know, there are a ton of astrologers out there delivering all the goods. They know more than I do about astrology, so I'm not trying to go any deeper than I possibly can. So, you know, I do encourage you, if you don't listen to other astrologers, they may have insight that will help you. And they also break down the signs. Make sure you look at sun, moon, and ascendant. Y'all stop being hung up on your sun sign, okay? Sun, moon, ascendant. So also, I just want to thank all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you. So happy that you are here. As always, thank you to the Patreon members. We're really getting in depth, learning lots, and I can see that a lot of us are in alignment with one another. So thank you all, and thank you all to all of my subscribers, all of you out there who watch my videos, who comment, share. I appreciate you. My goal in life, more than anything, what I want is to help people to be on the straight and narrow towards happiness, peace, love, their destiny. Okay, so this full moon is in Libra, and so it is really a unique opportunity for us. Um, you know, without being, I tell people I'm an astrology student, so I have lots to learn. But the one thing that I knew that was unique is the last full moon was actually in Libra. I just was like, oh, wow. And listening to some of the astrologers, they're talking about how unique it is. This is very rare to have a full moon in the same sign back to back. So just chew on that. I mean, we have a unique opportunity to perhaps revisit things that are related to Libra. And I find it so interesting because Libra is about having balance. Of course, if we think about Libra energy, a lot of times we know people with Libra energy, they're constantly like weighing, okay, well, this over here versus this over here versus this over here. Sometimes they may even seem like they can't make up their mind, but they know how to really weigh things and look and evaluate, you know, really and truly, okay, I see this with this, and then I see this with that. I have this one friend who would say, I mean, like, all the bad signs are showing in people. She could always see something good. She's a Libra sun. And we used to laugh about that all the time. So yeah, Libra energy really and truly is it's weighing things, and it's a scale that represents the sign of Libra. It's about balance, and I just have noticed looking at just different videos or hearing people talk. People are saying, "Oh, I need more balance." I just keep hearing the word balance, you know, and so I encourage you to figure out, you know, where do you need more balance in your life? So we had the last full moon in Libra to see perhaps where we need balance. Sometimes we need the lesson to repeat itself to actually get it. Okay, so maybe you did think of some things that are perhaps out of balance in your life, some ways of thinking, some ways of being, relationships, either between you and other people, or, you may have an imbalance in a relationship with a thing. Sorry, y'all, my throat's a little dry. Um, Maybe you have an imbalanced relationship with food, an imbalanced relationship with money, an imbalanced relationship regarding food, regarding money, regarding, how friendships are supposed to be. So it's all about balance. It's all about relationships. This is what Libra is about. Um, and so yeah, I talked to a friend today, not even thinking astrology, just listening to her. She was like, "Yep, all these people just wanting stuff from me. That's it. It's a one-sided relationship. They're gone. I'm not dealing with people like that anymore, you know?" So, and I also find it interesting to see how many people maybe aren't thinking about what this moon is about, but they're working on it. So, because life brings it to us, but when we know what the energy is about, it makes it, we become more and more aware. So it's like, okay, this is coming up for me to actually do something about it, not just because it's just like this random day that, this person, I'm sort of recognizing this relationship is out of balance. No, you're seeing it because you need to do something about it, okay? Libra is about things being fair. And so, I mean, even just thinking about my friend, she was like, this thing is not fair. I give, they take. That ain't cool. So it could be something like that. Are the relationships that you are involved in fair? Is there something that isn't fair in your life? Either you're not being fair or somebody else is not being fair. Because a lot of times that Libra energy is like, hey, everybody, it should be fair. We need this thing to be fair. One person shouldn't be doing more than the other. One person shouldn't be getting more than the other. Needs to be fair. It's also about coaching and one-to-one relationships. So, maybe you need a coach on something. And coaches show up in different manners. You may have a life coach. You may have a coaching program. I even consider this app that I think I've told you all about it, Simple Habit. I know I've told the people in the inner circle about it. I heard about it on one of these news channels I subscribe to on YouTube. And they mentioned Simple Habit. I looked at it. And mindfulness is something that I actually feel like this is a practice that I want to have on a regular basis. But we all know mindfulness, yoga, these kinds of things in these busy times, if it's not your inclination, it's hard to get it going. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this thing a try. So I just tried the little free trial. And then I began to realize, oh, this is really good. I really do need some structure in place. And that's coming up later. I'm going to talk about structure. I need some structure in place to help me get this going until I find, a teacher, or maybe I'm going to go through some training myself. Um, but this is great. I see that app as my coach. They have reminders and there's different um, practices on there that I can listen to. And I mean, it's great. So I feel like that's my coach. And sometimes these apps, they're sort of like, hey, you're on a streak. What happened? Why, like, come on, let's do this streak, like a coach will do. So think about where you need to be coached. If you are a coach, then this is a good time for you to really see where can you take your coaching practice, and maybe you'll see some of the fruits from it. So this is the time for coaches and getting coached. Also, this is about one-to-one relationships, like we've already been talking about one-to-one relationships. Typically, when we're talking Libra, these are relationships that are a little bit closer. It's not so much associates. It could be business, business partnership. Could be marital or long-term committed romantic partnerships. It could be, I see it as people who are like my besties, people who I'm like, these people are, they're in. They, like, if something happened to them, my life would be adversely affected. That's sort of how I see Libra type relationships. Relationships in general, though, okay? So that's something else to think about. Libra has to do with legal contracts, all things regarding the law. Excuse me, not the law, regarding legal contracts and affairs, like if you have to go to trial or something like that, if you're caught up in something legal that involves contracts, or having to go to trial court for some reason, you may see something come of it during this time. Of course, full moon energy lasts for 2 weeks. New moon energy lasts for 2 weeks. So it's not just on the day, it'll be for 2 weeks, about 2 weeks of the full moon. Let's see here. Libra also is an artsy energy. It's about refinement. So maybe there's something you can see that you can refine. Like you've started on it, but you want to take it and make it more exquisite or classy. You want to smooth the rough edges of it. So this is an artsy time, but it's like refined art. And let's see here, anything else? It's a air sign, so it's about communication to a certain degree. It's really more about social interaction, but it's a mental sign. I don't know one Libra out there that's not freaking smart. Libras are smart people. Let's see here. So that's what I have to say about Libra. Okay, so if we're talking the goddess energy, this would be Oshun, because Libra's ruled by Venus. So definitely working with the energy of Oshun is good. Oshun is water, river. You can use honeysuckle, sandalwood, vetiver oils. And, really connecting with this energy, maybe opening it up more within your own consciousness, within your own spirit. She is about beauty and dance. So, definitely taking that time to beautify yourself. Maybe, Libra energy too could be, it's about aesthetic beauty. So maybe you're wanting to beautify your home more. It could be yourself, your office space, or just, you may be someone who wants to go into a business, and this would be a good time for you to conceive of it. Or if you're already in this business, where maybe you can go in and help to beautify someone's home. Interior decorating, different things like that. That's Libra, that's Oshun. And it's just a good time for us to work with this energy. Of course, Oshun is about manifesting. So is Venus. It's an energy that's about money. And so definitely looking at how to expand, your coins, if you need to expand your money. Maybe you need to have more balance in your spending versus your saving. Maybe you need to balance your checkbook, use a budget. So these are other things that we can think about as it relates to Oshun. And so anytime we're working with the Orisha, we are seeking to have them bring their wisdom, their medicine to our consciousness so that we can apply it to our lives. It's not some energy that's out there, okay? The energy is within us. Let's see here. Oshun's energy is the energy of, she's embodied in the mirror. Her object is the mirror. So this may be a good time for you to take a nice hard look at your reflection as you look at your life to see, is it reflecting to you what you've intended for it? All right. The other thing about Oshun, not so much Libra, is, Oshun has to make sure it doesn't fall for an illusion. It's the energy from the Metanetter is Sekart. Sekart is sober energy. All right. So, this is a time to be sober all year long. It's a time for us to be sober. And sometimes we have to look at our reflection and be like, oh my God, okay, I wasn't paying attention, and now I'm looking at the reflection called my life, at what it's reflecting back to me, and I'm like, wow, this is a mess. It's to me similar to waking up and realizing, oh my gosh, I knew my clothes were a little tight, but now that I'm seeing myself in that picture, oh, I've gained a lot of weight. I got to do something about it. Um, So yeah, we have to get sober, and really use that mirror. You can mirror gaze too if you are in. So the other energy that spoke from the Metaneta Oracle is Orser, which is about understanding who we really are, operating from our higher selves. Orser is saying that we need to be most authentically who we are, and to awaken to that in a greater way. Maybe this full moon is going to reveal to us even more the truth of who and what we are. We'll have the opportunity to see that. And so, yeah, I forgot what I was saying before that, but definitely this is something that we're working on with this moon. And let's see here. So, something that will help us do that, this is the energy of Sekart, is really committing to our spiritual practices. And we may need more structure in our spiritual practices, or maybe this full moon is going to reveal what structures in our lives are working for us and what structures are not working, or where we need more structure, where we don't have structure, because Sekart is about structure, is being organized, and it's about having a plan and following the plan. So you may see how well you're doing with following the plan that you laid out for the new year. So that's something else to think about. Let's see here. Oh, chanting is a good thing to do during this full moon. If you are into chanting, you know, chant, chant for change, baby, chant for change. But chanting opens up our power centers. And so as you chant, it opens up more of our understanding of this Orser within, okay? So that's a spiritual practice you could, incorporate into your full moon rituals. You want to chant. Also, this is a full moon according to the Metunetter, where we need to see where are we standing in our power and where are we not standing in our power. Because Sekar does represent power. It's our power centers. And so where are we standing disempowered, and how can we realize that we're never disempowered? It's just an illusion. See that Oshun illusion? Is there an illusion of disempowerment? Also, there's no time to let me say it this way. This is a time that we're being called also to see where do we need to have more patience in our life. This full moon is going to give us an opportunity to see where we need to have more patience, and perhaps where we need to follow the plan. Because when we don't follow the plan, we create more problems than we had before. So you want to intuit the plan, you want to follow the plan, and you want to be slow and methodical. This brings back the energy that's governing this year that I've been talking about, which is this Capricorn energy. And it's just because of what's in Capricorn. And so, yeah, we need to really, we have to be in this thing for the long haul. That's something that's very important. We need to be in it for the long haul. We need to be patient. Where do we need to be patient? And, you know, where are we not following the plan? Where do we need to, what part of the plan do we need to pick up? We need to intuit the plan. And we need to understand we have to be in this thing for the long haul, slow, methodical, day by day by day. And you will get it. Consistency is key. Okay? Let me see here. Be sober, be real. There's no illusion. Okay? This full moon, according to the Metanetter, is saying, look, be real. Stop falling for the illusion, or you will be shown the real. God. Let me see if there's anything else that I have for you all. Sekert or Ser. Now, Orser is about unity, okay? And typically it's about understanding how seemingly different things are actually complementary energies. And so maybe this is a time where you'll get to see the unity in something. And one of the things that it talks about is really finding the similarities in things. So sometimes when we're having relationship issues, it's because we're focused on all the differences and we're not paying attention to what the similarities are. So of course, when we're working with Oshun, we're talking about the law of attraction. And so sometimes when we're running into negative times and situations in our relationships, is because we're too focused on the negative. And if we start focusing on what's positive, then that will bring more of that into the relationship. So that's just something I want to put out there. Find the common ground is what Orser says. And Orser is one level below Amen on the tree of life. And Amen is about all is one. Okay, Amen is non-differentiated. It's not informed. It's the great divine consciousness. Orser is differentiated. It's each individual soul or, consciousness. And so Orser really is about all is one. And so, this is something that's been going through my mind when I think about people who I feel like I don't like this person. Yeah, there are people who get on my nerves. There are people who get on my nerves. And then I'll hear, all is one. And that you and that person are one and the same. So like, how silly are you going to be and feel like you want to go all at war with this person, and you're going to basically be fighting yourself. So it helps to bring peace. This is what Amen is about. This is what Orser is about. And it's about operating from a place of peace. And the other thing it's about is opening ourselves up to, and how we do that is to stop focusing on what's so different. That's a hard one as I really think about it with some situations and people I think about. But focus on the similarities. Or you can just focus on the higher consciousness. That's what I do. I just start thinking, okay, well, this physical reality is the least real reality. Whew. But also, when we're operating from this place of peace, when we're operating from the highest reality, it's going to lead us to a place of abundance. Orser is about expansion and abundance, and it's because Orser's consciousness, and Orser is us, we're trying to get to Orser, is not steeped in this world, it's steeped in the great divine. And so it knows that, the divine consciousness is everywhere, omnipresence, that it's wise, and it knows that everything will be taken care of. All we have to do is trust. All we have to do is put our faith in the great divine consciousness. And that omniscience, it will show us what to do if we would but allow it. And the omnipotence, all power that will propel us to move in the direction that we want to go in. It's really such a great opportunity for us to do things differently, to stop being the same old, y'all. Okay? Why do we do this? This is what I said to myself. I know I made a video. I think it was, did I release the video yet? Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. I made a video where I talked about how I got up. Oh, you're going to either be in faith or fear. I think I need to release it. But I said to myself, because I woke up the other morning worried about something. And I said, okay, hold up. You need to let me know, why are we doing all this spiritual work? I mean, like, either you're going to, either you're going to go with these spiritual practices and these spiritual beliefs that you say you have, or you just need to quit. Don't do any in between. Why are you laying in bed worried? Every day you say, I cast myself into the care of my Ori. I'm trying to figure out why you're worried. So I just say to us, we know what we have. How's that working for you? You know, if it's working for you, great. But if it's not working for you, like, why not choose a different way? You know, this is an opportunity for us to choose something new, something different. And, you know, to do the work in a conscious manner. So I just encourage you all to work with this full moon energy in Libra. It's an opportunity. Libra I see as abundance energy. This is Venus Oshun. This is the energy that has to do with all things Venus. And Venus is about money. Venus is about prosperity and manifesting, you know? And so we have that opportunity. Or Sarah speaks to abundance. We have that opportunity. We have both energies speaking in the positive, okay? Very spiritual energy. So this is really and truly about working on the inner self. To work with the energy of Sekert, I say you need to have some structured spiritual practice in place. To work with the energy of Orser, I say you need to have, well, chant with Sekert. I did mention chanting. And with Orser, I would say meditate or do mindfulness practices. And I'm learning that there's lots of these apps out there now that are promoting mindfulness. So Simple Habit is the one I bought into. I just like it. But whichever one you use, that would be a good way to work with Orser, okay? Because this energy it's about presence, it's about awareness, it's about authenticity, and typically when we're not mindful, we're some other place. We're not fully in our body. We're not fully aware of anything. But just working with these energies and allowing ourselves to open and expand, it's going to lead to more abundance. Not just of money, but definitely that's one of the things. So I hope that this has been helpful to you all. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm wishing you a good rest of Aries season. We just had Mercury move into Aries, and Venus is moving into Aries on Saturday as the sun moves into Taurus. Taurus is about the cha-ching too, all right? You know, banking. Taurus governs banking, and Taurus is the energy of Oshun Venus. So, you know, I just really feel optimistic. And we really want to be getting this done because, you know, we're going to have planets retrograde in Saturn soon. Jupiter is already retrograde. And then we're going to have that Cancer time. Once Cancer rolls around here, we're going to have a Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And it seems like there's something else going on during that. Well, those planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, they're going to be retrograde for several months at a time. They don't really affect us on a, you know, material level, but it still will be energy that is causing us to pause and look back, go back and review or whatever, you know. So I just encourage everybody to, even with those planets being retrograde, before that Cancer season gets here. And like I said, I can't even remember everything that I'm thinking about, but I just know Cancer is, oh, there's going to be an eclipse. The eclipses start in July, the Cancer season in July. Yeah. So we're going to have Mercury retrograde, and then we're going to have some eclipses happening during Cancer season. So, y'all, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's do this. Um, Thank you all so much. Again, this is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade. Thanking you all for tuning in. I hope that this is helpful to you. Please like the video. Please share the video. And if you need to request a reading, you can go to goddessbodymindspirit.com and go to the spiritual reading page. And if you are interested in being a part of the inner circle, where I provide deeper wisdom, readings that help guide us week by week, month by month, and even some people get mini readings from me. But it's really a place where I share to help people. I'm a guide. I put it that way. It's about you, not me. My thing is always, what can I share that's going to help everybody? That's what the inner circle is about. It's not some exclusive place where only special people get to be. It's where you can plug in and get guidance on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. That's at patreon.com/goddessbodymindspirit. You all are wonderful, and I'm wishing you a powerful full moon in Libra. Love you.